The race to develop a vaccine also occupied the headlines this year. What does vaccine rollout in Malaysia look like at the moment? I mean, when can we anticipate its arrival here? So people are saying, the first quarter of 2021. And since we're obtaining vaccines from the US and China, do we know if these different vaccines will be designated for different groups of our population?
Yeah. So what we know is that the first batch of vaccines, the Pfizer vaccines, will arrive in February. And the government plans to vaccinate at least 50% of the population within the first quarter. So we are getting 20% of our vaccines from Pfizer, 10% from Moderna. This is through the WHO COVAX initiative. And then we're getting 20% of our vaccines from AstraZeneca from the UK. So that's 50%. But for herd immunity, we need 70% of the population vaccinated. So we are still looking for the remaining 20%, I believe. And I believe the government is working on that. So we have also signed agreements with China and Russia to get vaccines from them. But of course, it is all, we've signed the agreement, but the vaccine will need to be approved, will need to go through NPRA, our national, National Pharmaceutical Regulatory Authority. So that will all have to be approved before we can even use those vaccines. And those vaccines AstraZeneca has not been approved yet either, I believe. So that's what we know in terms of where we are getting the vaccines. About the who, we know our frontline workers will be the ones who get them first. So healthcare workers, police, immigration, armed forces, and then senior citizens, so those above 60 years old. Then people with comorbidities, people who have like diabetes or high blood pressure, and then adults. So what we know is that children won't be getting the vaccines yet or soon. It will be the adults first, because I don't believe the vaccine has been tested on kids or approved for kids yet. But yeah, so that will be the more or less the plan. I don't think I'm sure the government will announce a detailed plan when they can. But what we know as well is that vaccines will be free for Malaysians. Yeah.